Okay, so now I'm going to use my colouring pencils to render it to make it look like it's made from wood and birch plywood. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the birch plywood and I'm going to use a sort of mustardy colour, yellowy brown colour, and I'm just going to go in the direction of the grain. So because the birch plywood we're bending it, the grain goes in this direction. We want to try and get rid of all the white so we get a nice even coating of coloured pencils. And I'm trying to do just this curved face, not go onto the edge. Okay, so I'm just sort of going over it again, trying to even it all up, and now I'm doing the edge, and I'm trying to do that a bit darker to sort of help show the three-dimensionality of it. So now I'm using the reddy brown and I'm going over the base part. I'm trying to go in the same direction as much as I can so it's nice and even, and then sort of round the edges I'm sort of tidying those up. And now the other face of that, the curved face, I'm doing a bit darker because that's going to be in shadow, and that sort of again helps it look more three-dimensional. Okay, so on this one I'm sort of going round the edge first to help with, so I don't go over the edges, and I'm trying to make it a bit darker on that bottom sort of curve of the cone, and then going around with the cone to help sort of show the shape a bit more. And now adding in some wood grain with a darker brown, and then sort of going around and darkening that up a bit more. Okay, now I'm putting in the grain for the arm, and I'm going along the width of it because that's the direction the grain goes in. I'm trying to sort of show the lamination, so the layers of wood along the edge. Okay, now I'm going to put the grain in on the base, and sort of the grain should sort of follow along onto the other face, so it sort of wraps around it. That's the way the wood's cut. Now I'm going to go over that again just to even it up a bit, get rid of the white patches, and that sort of helps knock the grain back a bit, so it's a bit more subtle. I'm just darkening it there along that bottom edge. Okay, now I'm going to go round the whole thing with a fine liner. So I'm using a thin fine liner first. Try and keep your lines as smooth as you can. That wasn't very smooth there at all. Sometimes it's better just to commit yourself and sort of trust your instincts and keep it nice and smooth. Right, I'm going to go around the very outside with a slightly thicker pen, just to sort of make that stand out a bit more and tidy up those edges. And the base bit I'm doing with an even thicker one, and then just finish off. Okay, so finally I'm just going to add a bit of a shadow so that the lamp doesn't look like it's floating in space, it looks like it's grounded on the table. And I'm just doing a little bit of a shadow there, and then just evening that up. And then I'm just going to tidy that up with a rubber. And I've got my nice sort of drawing of a lamp finished off.